Why can't you give me the respect that I'm entitled to?
Hello, everybody. I'm back. Please let me explain just really quickly. I haven't said anything to you guys, but I was monetized about 3 weeks ago or so. And ever since then, I've had pretty much everything demonetized, but 2 videos. So I didn't want to be a whiner and complain, and I haven't said anything. I mentioned it the last time, and then this one, it was like the straw that broke the camel's back, you know? I just was so exhausted and tired, and yeah. Anyways, I had someone in the comments mention a few things, and I just need everybody to know this. I am not money hungry. I worked for free, yeah, because they're like, you work for free, why complain now? It's because every YouTuber has to work for free until they can get where they are monetized. So I didn't have a choice. But that being said, I was also struck on Christmas Day with a sugar attack, so I had to wait an extra 3 months. So yes, of course, I still worked, and it is still my passion to expose these two and all of that. I am not money hungry. At all. I haven't seen a single dime from YouTube. I just started a Patreon. I haven't seen any money there either. I mean, it'll eventually come. I'm just saying I haven't received it. I do have a PayPal. I've had the odd donation, which I very much appreciate. Very, very much. Thank you. So that's it, though. But I don't advertise it like, oh, you know, put money there or buy merch or whatever. I don't even have merch, but you know what I mean. I'm not like that. I've hard enough time asking people to sub. So I just want people to know that that is not what I was trying to do. I was just so frustrated, you know? Okay. Now, that being said, I'm going to do 2 chapters tonight, and I hope and pray that I won't have a problem. I'm going to try code as much as possible, as much as I hate it. Anything that's too risque, I guess, will be on Patreon. But I will try my best to keep it like I normally do. Because, no, I do want to be here. So, anybody that's brand new, I apologize for that beginning. It's not usually this lengthy, ever. But anyway, my stuff is done in chapter form. And at the end of each one is a commercial, I call them. Which is anything that's funny, parody, skit, whatever. So we can laugh. And all of my creators, you guys, that are in my ads, my commercials, are in the description of the video. Always, always. I always give credit because I believe in doing that. So they're always there. You'll find anybody you want that you like there. So yeah, just wanted y'all to know that. All right, now that we're done with all of that stuff, let's just get to the good stuff, which is the video. Oh, I did forget one thing. My community post, you guys, I post every single day there. I post memes that are hilarious. And anything that's new, or if you don't see me around or whatever, it will always be explained in my community tab. So please always see that, you know, just so that you know what's going on with the channel. Or if you want to laugh, right? I always put out laughter because that's something that's important to me. So, yeah, I just wanted to remind everybody about the community tab. So, yeah. Okay, so this chapter is called Sharkus Diddy has J.E. I think you'll know who I mean when I say that. I'm going to just say J.E. Roachel, Mr. Rogland. What is the connection? A brief look into Sharkus's parentage. Also, a small revision from my last video. Thank you to all my subs that told me about this because I was very tired. This was right after Princess Catherine's news, and I wasn't going to put a video out, and then I did. And I didn't research as well as I should have. So, anyways, the Kingsley African American Art and History Collection, that was where Roachel paid to have her microphone. So I did get the people right, just not the actual foundation. So I just have something really, really brief about that, and then we'll go forward. Okay, so because I wanted to keep this really brief, I put that in the middle, Hillary and hilarious. Anyway, Because that's what she was wearing at this thing. Now, not everything's on the up and up, right? I don't think anyways. These people, if got a 5%, block in you, if you have money, they'll let you speak kind of deal. They're political, which is right up her alley. This makes her, in her eyes, look like, a black humanitarian, blah, blah, blah. Right? So I'll just read this really quick and then we'll go on. So it says, Kinsey was a key member of the Mandela Freedom Fund Committee, which raised over $1.2 million. Kinsey was also chairman of the first Magic Johnson United Negro College Fun Banquet All-Star Game. He led a drive with Xerox black employees, resulting in a $100,000 donation to the United Negro College Fund. Kinsey's career has included being a political commentator, international business consultant, writer, and speaker. So ding, ding, there you go. The political, all of it's for a reason. She doesn't pick, because this is her, she doesn't pick places to put their money unless it benefits her, right? So, anyways, I apologize. Anytime I am wrong, I will always happily correct that. I am all about transparency and truth. I really, really am. So, thank you guys. Now we can go forward. Okay, so this is so funny, you guys, because my video yesterday or this morning or whenever it was this morning that I pulled because of what happened. But anyway, this is what it included. So ironically, it fits in. So I'm going to still do this part and then it will segue into the Diddy stuff and whatever. But it's quite interesting. And my take on stuff is not going to be what you're used to hearing out there, because it's very much more intricate than that. Now, I'm going to try to do as much code as I can. So just bear with me, guys. I'm not used to it. So, yeah. You know me. Anyway, so we are talking about Marcus. I call him Sharkus throughout this. And, yeah, just so you know. So we will start out with this, like I said. Yeah, you'll see. Okay. Please read until the end. Thank you. I'm sorry that I haven't written about Sharkus for a long time, as promised, but there is a reason behind it. Let me explain. Shortly after my last post about him, strange things began happening. My Facebook account, X account, Google account had strange activity happening. Someone was trying to get into them. I began receiving notifications on my phone and via email to alert me the Facebook messages seemed to be in a language similar to German. So I thought I'd go off the radar for a while. I am still going to tell you who I believe to be Sharkus's parents, but in a brief way. You will have to do research of your own, and if I have no more problems, I will start telling you more about things related to the bigger picture. I am about 70% sure that his parents are Mark Epstein and Joyce Anderson. The reason I think this is because of genetics and Anderson's involvement with the E's. That's what it'll be, guys, okay? Mark had a t-shirt screen printing business, and they both dated in the mid to late 70s. That's Jeffrey's brother, you guys, Mark, okay? Separated, then married in the 90s, having 2 sons, Nathaniel and Theodore. I read on another site the children had different names, but Nathaniel and Theodore are more documented. Below is a collage of Joyce Anderson and Marky, along with Marcus and Mark's brother Jeff. Note the ears, etc. There's only 2 pictures I could find of Mark, so I chose that one. So there's Sharkus on the left on the bottom. And on the right is J.E. And up top is his brother Mark. And then there is Eva. Is it Eva? Yeah, I think so. Sorry. Joyce. Sorry about that, you guys. I just escaped my brain. It happens on occasion. So, these are the people involved, because I know there's a lot of speculation about who Sharkus's parents are. I mean, we know the mom, but the dad, right? So anyways, let's go forward. Jeffrey did date Eva Anderson, who was Miss Sweden in the 70s or 80s. She is stuck by him, but I feel her eyes are very prominent and genetically they would dominate. Eva is now Eva Anderson Dubin. Oh, I guess it is Eva. Where did I get Joyce from? Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, she said Joyce, but is saying Eva throughout. So I think it's Eva, but sorry, I totally missed it. I'm not on my game. I'm usually better than this. Okay. Oh, this is a big one. Eva is now Eva Anderson Dubin and is married to a Russian oligarch. You guys, okay. Jay wanted to marry her in the 90s also, but not for her. He wanted her daughter. Oh, okay. Hence, marriage never took place. Wow, you guys. Wow. Harry stayed at one of his homes along with his wife and Archie in Canada whilst on their Freedom Megxit flight country hop. Below is a picture of Jeff and Eva in younger years. Out of 100, I'd say about a 40% chance of parentage. Okay, so you guys, I'm usually way more on the ball, so I just stopped everything to Google to see if I got it right or what. So I'm not sure where the Joyce came in, but it is Eva Anderson Dubin. And I guess they said he once dated E. It was called to testify in the defense of Maxwell. So, yeah, same person. So I guess Eva's right. Because like I said, I like to be as correct as I can. All right, let's go forward. I apologize for such a brief description on this subject as I'm trying to get some information out without having what happened to me last time happen again. If all goes well next time, we will have a look at what could have happened to the thousands of S-tapes, why and how Meghan could be involved, allegedly, a puppeteer possibly working from behind bars to destroy Murdoch's media empire as payback for her father's death, using Harry as the Muppet, Uncle Ron the billionaire, and other things of interest. Well, that's interesting, you guys, isn't it? So I just put this together and said, is this what Sharkus and Roachel have on Harrycopter? Or all three of them? Or what? Because something be up. But this all segues, you guys, into Diddy and everything. It's all a twisted web. It really is. Okay, so I know everybody knows about this by now, but to do my due diligence, I'm putting it up. We will get into Sharkus's parentage more later. Right now, I'm just kind of testing the waters, so to speak, if that makes sense. So, there'll be more anyways coming up. Let's just say that. Okay. So it says here, Prince Harry is named in bombshell $30 million lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs. Producer suing the rapper in U.S. over you-know-what party, says stars access to the Duke of Sussex and other celebrities boosts his legitimacy. So basically, it doesn't say that Harrycopter did anything, but how do I even word this stuff? He's not all innocent. Let's just say that. I'm not saying he did anything there, but I do know that he was with P. Diddy partying with him in last year. Now, if he's a happily married man and father, what is he doing at these parties? So then I found this on X. I was like, oh my God. So Diddy was having underage girls sign NDAs before drugging and essing them at his parties, which begs the question, who were all these other celebrities in attendance witnessing this that never said anything? He was allegedly using access to Prince Harry as a means to obtain S favors. Well, well, well. Yep, Harry's fighting hard for his international security status. His important person. He doesn't want to be indicted or sued. Harry is as filthy as his wife. Okay, so now, after this came out, the woman who wrote the post originally about Sharkus's parentage and all those issues, and then wrote that other one, she wrote this today. This is all alleged in my opinion, by the way, okay? This doesn't look good for Meghan. Remember when I wrote about Sharkus at the end of the post, I mentioned her uncle Ron? Well, the person I was referring to was none other than Ron Burkle, who is now the main shareholder in Soho House. When the founder, Nick Jones, was diagnosed with cancer, he decided to buy shares and then later took control by investing using his Eucapia Companies LLC, whose partner is Ashton Kutcher. In 2005, Meghan had a brief appearance in a movie titled A Lot Like Love alongside Ashton, and in the end credits her role was called Hot Girl. This is from the woman who doesn't want to be objectified, let's remember. Good grief. I can only link Meghan to Soho premises to 2010. Before that, it was rumored to be a yacht, lady of the night, on the Soho yacht. So this is Nikia Pretty. And this is a picture I've never seen of Roachel. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't seen it. So, yeah. Now, I got out my shovel today after hearing about Diddy being raided. He is well known for making it by ransoming rappers by pictures and videos taken without knowledge. And many other things. When his sugar daddy, Clive Davis, got too old for his relationship with Diddy, guess who was his sugar daddy next? Yep, RB. I have to do that, you guys. I apologize. Okay. In 2015, Roachel spent time with RB being paid for her time, and he took her to the White House. He's known to fund those running for presidency. This year's it's Trump's turn. He was said to move her up in the lady of the night side of Soho House. Now, MM's best friend is none other RB's Soho House second-hand man, Sharkus. Wherever she goes, he goes. So there's a picture of RB and Diddy. There's a lot more to this than I've written today, but I think you will get the gist on what I'm saying. So this is another one that just kind of segues into it again, a little bit different, but still having to do with Sharkus. Now, I would love to go further into this, you guys, but I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm trying to hold back a bit. But there is definitely something up. They're all connected, you guys. They're all connected. Yes, it's something else. Who would have thunk? Okay, so I will leave that be for now. And I'm going to read this out because it's short and funny. MM, looking as wrinkled as ever, is doing her usual word salad, which includes her infamous dish soap story, blah, 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 Austin, March 8th, 2024. And then there's a picture they have of her, and she said, I'd seen a commercial on TV for a dishwashing liquid. Like, does she really, truly believe, first of all, that anybody cares that they've listened to that 1,000 times, but that they believe her? Please. So this was why I wanted this. But who is in the audience? Sharkus. Harry Copter will one day say there were 3 of us in this marriage. Oh my God. Oh, but not altogether wrong, you guys. Now, why in the double H or H double hockey sticks would Sharkus be there? Clapping away, just like a seal. Why? Well, we know why, but you know what I mean? Like, they don't even hide it. Okay, so just so everybody knows as well, I have done a whole thing on Sharkus. It's actually the Succubus 1 and 2 Reigning Men. He's heavily in there, and I've done him in the past as well. So, like, their relationship, if you guys want to delve deeper into that, it's in those, it's part 1 and part 2. And they're called, it's Succubus, and then it's Reigning Men. Quite proud of those ones, especially the second one. They're very good, I think. But yeah, just wanted to let you know. Of course, we're going to listen to a few comments because we have to do that. Someone says, oh my God, someone gave her a microphone again. More word salad. She probably grabbed that microphone out of someone's hand, as is her wont. I'm not sure what that means. Okay. Oh, this would be too funny. I hope next time she bulldozes her way up to a stage and a microphone, they give her one that either not working or is unbearable feedback. Wouldn't that be hysterical? And someone says, Anthony, did it come with batteries? Oh, Lord, we'll just leave that there. There is one thing old Megaloon, I love that, likes even more than baggy clothes, orange goo, and money, and that is a microphone. And if it is not handed to her, she will attempt to snatch it. Just saying. Megaloon, love it, someone says. She decided to go extra bronzer, eh? Well, she is a POB, person of bronzer. And yes, the sub gave me that name. You know who you are. And I adore you. Okay. Yeah, very hot in Texas. It's a tan because she's white. It's bronzer. If Meg sat in the sun, her face would melt. I love netizens. Okay, Megan's whole face changes constantly. Weird, right? Well, all I can say is her skin color is not the same as it used to be. It's either bronzer or too much time on the sunbed. This was interesting, you guys. I didn't realize this. Okay, I always like to bring something new to the table. I hope I have, or I do with this as well. What magazine refused to publish the story, her soap story, because it couldn't be verified with the soap company? Vanity Fair would not publish most of the stories she told them about herself because they couldn't be verified. Then the title of the magazine, She's Just Wild About Harry, she took offense to that over 100-plus-year-old vaudeville show where the song was sung in blackface. So she's blaming Vanity Fair for being racist and not printing her lies about all the charity work she claimed to do that there was no evidence of. Yet more complaints from Harry's wife, etc., etc., etc. She's like an old person telling the same story from the past all the time because they forget they have already told it 100 times. Well, Jackie, she is old. Old for her years. Some age well, some don't. Okay, after this commercial. Is it true that Sharkus was a runner for E? An errand boy for a dealer, a person who brings back the total money that he collected that day to his employer and receives a small percentage as payment for his services. This is what a runner means, in case no one knows. It has been said that he was, allegedly.
Scene, you're the one ruffling all the feathers.
What?
Just the messenger. But if not you, then who's to blame for all this royal drama?
It's the queen.
Oh crap, right under the bus. Okay, this is juicy. Meghan Markle, or what's your new, or does Harry even have a last name?
No.
So you're just first names? Like Bert and Ernie? Why?
I don't know why.
Anywho, you look dashing.
Thank you, so do you.
Thank you. So I recently sat down.
With Harry.
With Harry, yes.
This I heard about.
Oh, did you see it?
Yeah, watched some of it.
Okay. I got to know him pretty well. You probably should have just stuck with acting, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. What would your life have been like had you not gotten involved?
Can you imagine?
But one little Instagram pic with a Snapchat filter.
I think that's when everything changed, really.
Everything. Then you thought you were going to have this happy little regal life, but...
The reverse happened.
But the reverse happened. Anyway, what's Howie Long like? Seems like a cool guy. See, I think that's why the royal family really doesn't like you. Because their little royal prince had his eye on an American chick in a hoochie dress from Deal or No Deal.
That's not it at all.
Oh, you think it was your cameo in Horrible Bosses?
My understanding and my experience of the past 4 years is it's nothing like what it looks like.
Well, it looks like you have a firm grip on Harry's Crown Royal bag. Have you thought that it might just be that?
No, we thought about what we thought it might be.
What?
I know there's an obsession with how things look, but has anyone talked about how it feels?
All right, let's not turn this into some Oprah interview.
I'm just telling you what's happened.
You're giving me word salads and dodging my questions like a job application's attached. What's happening? Something I said?
It really hurt my feelings.
Oh, give me a break. Speaking of which, how has your acting experience really helped sell your victim status?
It's a good question.
Thanks. I wrote it myself. Now, hypothetically, and that means like potentially if it
Yeah.
was, okay. How much would it take if we all pooled our money together to kind of make you two disappear from the spotlight?
Oh my gosh.
Realistically, I mean, let's put aside your pride and vanity for a moment. Is there a number?
What does it have to do with pride or vanity?
So I bet there is a reasonable dollar amount. Well, deal or no deal?
Get help.
Telling our story. Did you have any thoughts about the state of our society and what myself and my wife have been through with the royal family?
I don't have any thoughts right now.
Most people are unconscious about
Yeah.
it. That's the problem, right?
Yes.
Unconscious bias.
Unconscious bias.
They wanted to know what color the baby would be and what gender the baby would be. And we let the child decide that for itself.
I understand that it's none of my business to decide on.
But if we don't take action ourselves, how can we make positive change?
For me, it's not a negative or positive change.
Why is the mask you're wearing white and not black?
Because that's the one that I bought. But
Do you think there's a subconscious bias as to why you picked white over black?
No.
It was just the M95 color.
Yes.
That's the problem, right? We need a better selection.
I love commercials. Okay, so this one is Roachel is evil. MSM is biting at the bit, you guys. Blinds, online rumors, and more. Aco's water cooler gossip. Yay. Look at that. BBC ready to drop huge announcement about Roachel's surrogacy from Buckingham Palace. You guys, I'm thinking that is this what is the big thing that Lady C's talking about? Like, for real. Because they're getting more and more bold. Let's just continue. Just when it seemed like the royal drama had reached its peak, resembling nothing short of a gripping soap opera, a new twist emerges with the whispers of Meghan Markle's surrogacy saga poised to ignite. I put all the pictures there, you guys, just so you know. According to Us Weekly, social media users are abuzz with speculation that the royal family is on the brink of making a significant announcement concerning Roachel and her malignancies, amidst a seemingly endless barrage of scandals besieging the House of Windsor, from tales of affairs to photo controversies and King Charles' health woes. This is before Princess Catherine's announcement. There brews a storm all too familiar to Roachel and Harry Copter. The anticipation mounts as the BBC practically vibrates with a promise of a major announcement from Buckingham Palace. And what's more, it bears a suspicious resemblance to something concocted in the California mansion of the Sussexes. While the royals navigate through the latest gossip mill, replete with stories of Prince William's alleged affair, and it is alleged because it didn't happen, and Catherine's health issues, a clandestine secret whispers through the corridors. Roachel's surrogacy is posed to become the next royal expose. On Sunday, March 17th, social media was ablaze with rumors with hashtags about royal announcements trending and murmurs of the BBC poised for a revelation from the royal family. Reports suggest that certain outlets, British and otherwise, often receive advance notice of significant royal news. Speculation runs rampant, with rumors swirling that the BBC's events production unit stands at the ready, awaiting the signal to spill the tea. Amidst rumors of King Charles battling cancer, and preparing for a triumphant appearance at Trooping the Colour, the real bombshell lies in wait, poised to overshadow all else. Roachel and Harry's penchant for flouting royal protocol has been evident from the onset, but if the whispers hold true and a surrogacy story is about to explode, it transcends mere scandal. It's royal reality TV gold. The embargoed news hangs over us like the sword of Damocles, with insiders hinting at something monumental on the horizon. Despite efforts by the media, lawyers, and a mysterious UK Protectorate? To keep their secrets under wraps, the truth inevitably makes its grand entrance, as Roachel, the epitome of privacy, fakes the prospect of her surrogacy becoming global fodder. As the British press gears up for what promises to be a field day, and the American media waits with bated breath, it's evident that the Sussexes' past is poised to confront them in the most public of arenas. If the BBC's forthcoming revelation is any indication, we're in for a roller coaster ride. Harry and Roachel's past indiscretions are poised to resurface, marking only the beginning of what's to come. So here's just a picture of George, Charlotte, Louis, and Archie, and I circled the only thing that's different with Archie, the thumb. Now, you guys, like I said before, I always will, I bring you this stuff because it's what's out there. Whether it's verified or not doesn't always necessarily matter. Not saying it doesn't matter, but I believe that what it is, it's like the mainstream is getting us, or the public, kind of poised to expect something huge. And that's why this stuff is coming out little by little. Like, for them to go as far as to say BBC is waiting to tell this story, we already knew that there was a super injunction. These people are biting at the bit, you guys, to talk. They really are. So we are going to be in for a big surprise in April, I think. April, May, I'm not sure. But, yeah, can't even wait. Get the popcorn. So along with the good comes the bad, right? So the Mirror had this out. I made this front up, but I'll get into it. It's very short. But it says, Meghan has said she's keenly aware of her royal status despite stepping down. And I put underneath there, she needs her clothes folded while she's still in them. Roachel may have left working royal life, but she's keenly aware people still consider her a princess. Barf bucket needed. The former Suits star and her husband, Harry Copter, quit royal duties in January 2020, less than 2 years after their May 2018 wedding. They went on to set up home in Montecito, California, before deciding to open up about their experiences with the firm, including during their explosive tell-all interview with Oprah Winfrey. The televised conversation made headlines around the world, not least because of the couple's claims of racism within the royal family, that Princess Catherine had made Meghan cry before her wedding, and that Harry Copter had been cut off financially. Yeah, right. But even at that moment, Roachel said she was aware of her royal connection. In her 2022 interview with The Cut, the Duchess stated, "It's important to be thoughtful about it because even with the Oprah interview, I was conscious of the fact that there are little girls that I meet and they're just like, oh my God, it's a real life princess." Oh my God, you guys. "I just look at all of them and think you have the power within you to create a life greater than any fairy tale you've ever read. I don't mean that in terms of you can marry a prince one day. I mean, you can find love. You can find happiness. You can be up against what could feel like the greatest obstacle, and then you can find happiness again. Harry and Roachel's relationship with the royal family is now all but estranged. And that gulf widened even further this week when their profiles were downgraded on the official Buckingham Palace website. That was funny." Can you believe that article? Unbelievably. Ugh. Okay, so I wrote bullies times 10. Happy spring equinox. Happy spring equinox. Be open to the miracles that can happen. Look for them, dramatic or subtle. So if you need something today in the day, ask and you shall receive. I love you. Don't waste it worrying about Kate. Ashcan, Kim Kardashian, Simon Karachi. What in the... So basically, these famous people are still at it. They are still at it, you guys. Bullies, 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 right? We don't like them. I almost screamed when I saw this. Nanu Bakudu, you'll see her up in the left there, literally says, "Guess who hasn't cancer?" and laughs. Really? Really? There's nothing lower than that. I'm sorry, that is just beyond the pale. This is kind of funny because it's got two. Okay, if he was smart, and we know he isn't, he would tell the sewage squad to lay off Catherine for a while. And I wrote, this is insane. Christopher Boozy, "I am with the Sussex squad and we are discussing the breaking news about Princess Catherine. I have a lot to say, so join us. SS meet up on Spootitibble." I didn't even know that was a platform, you guys. Now look at this. And I wrote, no loyalty here. Listen to, I couldn't believe it. Christopher Boozy claims Roachel bribed the clinic staff to manipulate Catherine's medical records. Holy moly. Okay. This Boozy character has been a problem for quite a while. All of a sudden, something like that. He's done like a 180. Like, seriously, what is going on? This is absolutely crazy. And so I saw this. I wrote, proof positive they know nothing about children. Literally, Harry says, he said that his son Archie had previously broken one of his great-grandmother's ornaments and had tried to spray it with water in the hope it would grow back together and be fine. Really? Okay, then. Liar, liar, pants on fire. This is what I love about this chapter, you guys, because anything I find online that is really, interesting or good to know, I can put it in this chapter and it doesn't have to relate to each other. Do you know what I mean? I love this chapter. Okay, Harry's wedding. Let's talk about how important the people of Cinnaball are to Harry. For his wedding, Mutsu was given a public ticket to stand outside of Windsor Castle and wave. The couple did not have room for Harry's close friend of 14 years in the church, but had room for George Clooney's agent and other randos. Wow. Look at this fella and his ladies. They come and they were forced to stand outside. This is supposed to be Harry's good friend. How sickening. Ugh. I hate these people. I ran across this is the third photo from Netflix, Really, Archie. Just some simple stuff. I used the center of the eyes as the starting point and extended the line to see where it cut across the ears. I also placed the mouth of the middle baby under the mouth of the baby on the right. They don't match. Of course they don't. I mean, of course they don't, silly woman. This was a little bit of delicious tea. Has anyone else heard the rumor that Harry was late for his video appearance at the Diana Legacy Award because he and Roachel were fighting? Allegedly, he is furious. It was, allegedly again, a monster of a battle over her overshadowing his mother's event with the launch of her new Instascam site, that's what I call it, at the exact time the event was beginning. Wow. Well, now we know kind of why he was like he was, I suppose. And the brand. So Roachel now has a beige brand name that looks and sounds like an aged care center. And she changed a sexist dish soap ad at age 11, only to now end up in a kitchen baking and cooking. And didn't the royals ban her wearing colors? Why is she always wearing beige whilst free? Hashtag Meghan Markle lies. No kidding, right? No kidding. So we all know about this, right? But I didn't realize quite how... I just thought it was a few cameras and stuff. But just wait. So it says, fully confirmed. It's now revealed that hashtag Meghan Markle photos were sold in part to OK Magazine for use, and Roachel brought her own photographers. Then those photographers brokered deals for use sale of the photos taken. It gets worse. Oh my God. So I saw this and I have to read it, you guys. Like, oh wow. Wow, wow, wow. So this is what people really feel about Uvalde, okay? I'm going to be very frank, because this situation is extremely real and raw and beyond what words can describe. It's time for her to ask everyone here if they're okay. Don't bring them chips and shitty sandwiches. She brought chips and... Okay. And show up with an entire media crew here for you and not for actual media coverage of what is happening. She also effing it up for us actual reporters on the scene. There's such strict protocols, and the relationship between the media and officials is predicated on such a fine line that having an effing unauthorized media crew show up sets every other journalist back. We, as the media, have set boundaries where we respect certain protocols in terms of space, stories, etc. In turn, we're allowed to document literal history and tell the stories of these children and their beloved lives that were so disgustingly taken from them and their families. Showing up with an invasive celebrity media team impedes the actual media trying to record what is happening and does so much damage to everyone here. Here. What the hell did they think they were doing? Always leave the fun for last. The blind items, I got 2. All of the new deals, the illiterate one is making exclude her husband from earning anything from them. She's spending his money, though, to pay for all the marketing leading up to all of it. Unbelievable. It's a pathetic launch with nothing to see and will probably die like all their other ventures. Oh, I guess I should say, for anyone that doesn't know, these are the comments under the blinds, and it's not on a platform, so I love reading them because they're just people saying their piece. Okay. They never listen to anyone or take direction well. She's a vain, manipulative user, and he's a hot-headed, spoiled loser. They deserve each other. I feel sorry for the kids and all the people they've hurt. I read somewhere that Roachel hired some famous photographer to take glamorous pics of her and the kids in the kitchen, etc., for her cooking show and new website. My prediction is the kids will be photographed from afar with their backs to the camera and or fuzzy images. Archie is approaching 5 years old. If he was real, we would see pics of him in backseats of cars going to preschool, the beach, grocery store, farmer's market, etc. MM and PH didn't even release a Christmas card with pics of the kids this past year or the year before. Someone else commented they have taken 8 getaways from the kids in the last 6 months. Someone says money from Diana and Queen Mother's inheritance is now used to attack the RF and the future of William as a monarch. What an irony. Doubt there's much left. Meghan took care of that. She is and has been laying the groundwork for the divorce. I have to admire her tolerance of the ginger one. Yeah, he's intolerable. His anger, moods, and entitlement. However, she's terrible also. No one else can stand either one of them. Roachel appears to be mentally ill. The constant lying is indicative of a mental disorder. She craves attention. With Catherine out of commission presently, MM and H have planted numerous stories about themselves in the media. They are totally classless and transparent. I can't understand how anyone could defend her. People's capacity for denial is amazing. People truly see what they believe rather than the other way around. Don't believe your lying eyes or ears. Harry might as well have the word sucker tattooed on his forehead. Meghan saw him coming a mile away. Her chops must have been salivating. She stalked him. She did her research. Then social climbed to the level where she could meet someone who knew him. Also, she had help from Sharkus, who was an ambassador, set up new Soho House in different cities. He knew everybody, and I believe Eugenie often attended Soho events in London. Date? Maybe like a John kind of date. Blind item number 2. Well, it says 8, but the illiterate one wants some big financial backing for her new project, so she's been taking meetings with investors from this Asian country who would love to have her visit the country and also can make sure her company is a success by allowing her products to be sold in that country. This woman had a life of rubbing shoulders with royalty all set up for her. Now her destiny is selling crappy products, mass products in China, which, let's face it, she will probably fail at that like she does everything else she attempts. MM is consistently coming up with new schemes to draw attention to herself. With her fake smile and crazy eyes, no one could be dumb enough to be with her except for Harry. Pharmaceutical companies should use her. Please let it be China. Please let it be North Korea. She needs to learn some discipline in her life. Bets on how long it takes her to... what does it say? To make someone mad. Less than a day. Remember the hot tea throwing and swearing in Australia? That happened because she learned that day she learned that they only got a wing of the governor's mansion. She wanted the whole house. She didn't care where the governor and his family were going to go. That wasn't her problem. She could go to a cheap motel for all she cared. They could go to a cheap motel for all she cared. She thought that she was so important that she and Harry deserved to have the whole mansion to themselves. Oh, puke. And someone did this meme. I think it's sweet that Rupert Murdoch has managed to find new love at his age. What do you think Meghan found attractive about the billionaire? Wouldn't surprise me. I absolutely love this. She looks stunning. Throw me to the wolves and I'll return leading the pack. Right? So what I wanted to do this last little bit here is just a palette cleanser, basically. I'm going to showcase Princess Catherine and Prince William. This is one of my favorite times of seeing them together because, first of all, she looks absolutely stunning. And secondly, it does show that they, have some PDA once in a while, which is really nice to see. He loves her bum. I don't blame him. And she returns the favor. That's why I love these pictures. I think they're wonderful. I really do. So this really hit me in the feels, you guys. I'm just going to read it out. And then I've got like a 20-second clip of Prince William and him saying some amazing positive words. Listen to that. And then Sam brought out another one, you guys, today. Oh, I'm excited to watch it. I haven't watched it yet. I just saw it and I'm like, that's what I'm putting at the end. So I can't wait to laugh with you guys. But in the meantime, I want to read this out. Okay. Prince William. He lost his mother in a tragic accident, lost grandmother and grandfather in the space of 2 years. Estranged, spiteful brother, his father's battling cancer, his wife is battling cancer, has 3 children under 11 to protect and raise. He's trying to keep the monarchy going and still keep a brave face in the face of all of this, doing all of this quietly. Lord, even future kings are humans and need a break. Right? Oh, just gotta love them.
Something so traumatic as the death of your mother when you're 15, as very sadly many people have experienced, and no one wants to experience, it leaves you, it'll either make or break you. And I wouldn't let it break me. I wanted it to make me. I wanted her to be proud of the person I would become. I didn't want her worried, or her legacy to be that, William and or Harry were completely and utterly devastated by it, and that all the hard work and all the love and all the energy that she put into us when we were younger would go to waste.
Back to Meg in the kitchen. Now, Harry's here again. Watcha. The phone lines have been smoking with all you happy shoppers, and the website's doing its best to cope with the traffic. So don't forget, get over to www.muchasmula.com to check out some of our must-haves, such as this unique selection of jellies. Don't you mean jam, Megan? Oh, but don't tell me what I mean, Harry, you irritating little redhead. This is a selection of individually made royal jelly. Yeah, but what is it that makes it royal jelly, Megan? Good question, Harry. Well, each of these extremely small pots have been individually enhanced with a solitary tear from Harry's left eye. It broke her heart to make me cry, didn't it? Yeah, it sure did, Harry. And moreover, every tear included in our pots of royal jelly was induced specifically by taking away Harry's phone. You can actually taste the disappointment. Or your money back, which you'll have to pry out of my cold, dead hands. And it's all for just $79.89. Oh, don't forget the P&P. Oh, like they would, Harry. Now, perhaps you're not a fan of jelly, or jam, as Harry and those unappreciative Brits call it. Perhaps you're more of a marmalade man, or woman, or trans man, or trans woman. And don't forget the two spirits, the pansexuals and the allosexuals. Now, I don't forget any of the... Did you say allosexuals? Yeah. Yeah, I think you mean allosexual. Allosexual? Yeah, well, I mean, what on earth is an allosexual? I thought it was someone who could only become aroused by watching 80s sitcoms. Now, let's not get any deeper into this, you silly little airheaded bunny rabbit. Our marmalades are award-winning. Ooh, Megan, what's the difference between jam and marmalade? I'm not sure, Harry. You can't marmalade a cotton-budded Q-tip down your ear hole. No, Harry, you do insist on speaking. Now, back to our marmalade. If you like your marmalade sharp, then you're in for a treat, because every single one of our little pots has been infused with our very own brand of Sussex bitterness. Good. That is sharp. Yeah, this is go-for-the-throat stuff. And it can be all yours for just $75.95, plus postage and packaging. What's a little P&P between friends? Now, don't go away, because after a short break, we're going to be right back with some questionably made yet exorbitantly priced merchandise. Honey. Yes, Treacle? The product of drones. Bees, that is. They work so hard to produce this glossy and golden gift from the gods. But you can buy honey anywhere, Megan. Very true, Harry. But this honey is different. Tell us how, Megan. Now, what most people don't know or realize about honey is that it can turn hate into love and rage into sweetness. Really? Yeah. So, prior to shipping, all of our honey has been insalted for at least 72 hours. You're not very funny. You're not very enjoyable to be with. And to be perfectly honest, it's a shame I ever met you. And that's full-scale, non-stop abuse for a straight 72 hours. Scum. That's all you are. Scum. You're not sweet. You're not tasty. And you don't go well on cereal. That's 9 consecutive 8-hour shifts by our fully trained, experienced denigration experts. I don't like the taste of you. I don't like the sound of you. And I'm going to be honest, I've always preferred pure. And they're packed, wrapped, and shipped to your door for only $578.65 plus P&P. That can't be right. But it is, Harry. And stop questioning me. Now, last, but by no means least, I'd even say it was one of my favorites, is this array of supplements here. Now, they're generic. I literally bought them in bulk from some country I can't pronounce. But watch this. Mwah. Mwah. Oh, wish I could get a kiss. And now it's ready to be shipped directly to your front door, officially blessed, right from the horse's mouth. Get right over to www.muchasmula.com. And you can get your zinc, magnesium, and vitamin B complex today for only $849.95. And you can feel as great as I do, although never look as good as I do. So that's it from Meg in the Kitchen this week. Say goodbye, Harry. Yeah, well, we're off now, and I'm in trouble. Don't you dare forget to join us again next week. So from me and all the team, bye!